Hey guys, what's up? Bobby from One More Fitness, and today I'm going to give you guys 15 tweaks to your squats that's going to take your squats to the next level, and basically tips and different ways you can use the squat. So squat is one of the most versatile exercises we have as far as working the legs here. And yeah, we have things like hip thrusts, which are awesome for the glutes, and deadlifts, which are awesome for basically whole backside. But the thing is, like, you can't really make those effective if you have any weight. Squats you can use in so many different ways and so many different forms. And it's a great exercise, but it gets hacked a lot. So I'm going to show you some few adjustments that's going to take your squat game to a whole new level here. So if you've been squatting for a while, definitely check this out, guys. So number one is what I call rip the floor pop. So I have these mats in my gym, and I usually describe this as like a paper towel, okay? You have maybe say a couple paper towels on the sink, you kind of rip it hot like this. Now that's what I want people doing with that feet. So sometimes I'll actually have people stand on the mat and do this right, and I'm going to do this before I do anything. I'm going to dig my feet into the ground, kind of rotate them out slightly, and I'm just going to rip the floor apart as high as I can, and immediately you're going to start feeling a lot more tension in your quad and hamstrings. Now, if you keep doing this through the whole range of motion with the squat, you're going to work so many more muscles, outside hips, inside thighs here, okay? So again, I'm just going to rip, and then I can squat. We get so much more out of it. Second tip, right? Pull your knees out as you just saw, okay? So first thing, if I have my knees collapsed, it's off of my knees. Second, everyone, especially girls come to me, they want to get a ton of blood, okay? The more I can drive the knees out, the more basically hip rotators I get, which is kind of outside of my butt right here. So again, I'm going to dig my feet. Now I'm just going to build the squat with you guys. So I'm ripping the floor apart. Then as I squat, I'm going to pull my knees apart and then shoot up. Okay. The third thing is, you might just know that I'm not punching my hips forward. Now there's certain times where I'll come up slow, but for most squats what I like is a controlled tempo, so you create that tension and explode up, right? And I'll give you a couple reasons for that. So controlling on the way down, a lot of people just kind of drop down like this, do squats here, but you're doing nothing. The muscles aren't working there. Okay, so if we control it, use our muscles to lower ourselves, we're going to burn more calories. We're going to basically stress more muscles, and that's going to help us get toned up, stronger, more muscular legs, one of your goals. So, but then I want to be explosive when I come up. So I'm going to when I come up, I'm driving to my heels, extend my knees, and then squeeze my butt, punch my hips forward. Okay. So I'm going here, ripping. Okay. Next one is I'm going to slightly lean my chest forward here. Okay. If I stay too tall here, I'm probably going to arch my back, and my knees are going to go forward. Right. So I need to lean my chest forward too much. Right. So sometimes if I have a hard time, just think about leaning the chest forward slightly, like this, and coming up. Not so much that you're collapsing, but just enough so you can get those hips back. Now I always really focus on little shoulder width here, okay? So, when my shoulders up, that's why I want my peak position, okay? Now the main reason for this is kind of why I just went over. I can't really do the techniques too well, like pull my knees apart, pull apart. My knees are super wide here, okay? This is the best position, one of the best positions for your feet as far as joint health goes, right? So, next one is the neutral neck. So, I remember when I first started learning squats, like a lot of like maybe muscle heads, bodybuilders, and people, they always tell you to look up here when they squat. So squat, look up, okay? Now I want to have a neutral neck here, okay? And this kind of goes with most exercises, guys. I want that neck to be aligned here, okay? I want my ears to kind of line up with my shoulders here. So if I squat and look up, that's not going to happen. At the same time, if my neck drop, okay? So my head should follow my chest. My chest is forward a little bit, so I'm going to squat. Keep that square. So it should be here, okay? And that goes with really any exercises, push-ups, rows. That neck should always be in a neutral position, okay? We don't want to be like this. We don't want to be like this, right? Either way, it's just going to be a V-neck. Second thing, we're going to talk about neutral spine here. My back should be neutral, okay? So for my good posture, I'm giving that neck thing, I should be able to draw a straight line from the ear to the middle of my shoulder, and then go right down my hips here. Now, if I see this little arch on my back here, I want to get rid of that. A couple reasons why that's bad. First of all, if your spine's bent that way, you're going to beat up your back, especially if you're doing like, you're going to add a lot of weight to this, like, you're just going to crush your back here. Sometimes squats get a bad name for that, but it's usually people aren't doing the former. Second thing is my abs aren't turned on, okay? My abs are going to allow me to squat a lot of weight, which is going to help me burn more calories and get stronger, build muscle, but my abs aren't on, I can't lift that much weight. So, anytime my back is out, again, this goes for a lot of different exercises, is my abs are stretched out, and when my muscles are stretched out, you can't really activate anything, okay? So, when I squat, I make sure my ribcage is in. So if I naturally walk around like this, which I kind of do anyways, and if you stand up all day, you probably will, I want to think about tucking my ribcage in, right? So what I'll do here is before I start my squat, if I have weight here, I'm going to take an exhale. Breathe in a little bit, and then pull that ribcage in, and then I'll do my squat, wherever that may be. But just keep that back straight, okay? Again, I don't want that arch here. Same time up on the ground, I want neutral, okay? Same thing with the chin. So neutral back. Second thing, I mean, this is like, I don't know what I'm talking about, this is 8 thing, is breathing here, okay? Now the breathing is really important, especially if you really want to push a weight, build a great physique, build a lot of muscle here, is to breathe in. It's proper breathe into a squat. So a lot of times people just bang out squats here, but I want to breathe deep into my diaphragm, into my stomach here, okay? And then I want to tighten my abs, squat, and then I exhale, let all the air out. That's going to basically create a balloon against my spine, so I can keep that neutral spine, and I can work a lot of muscles, right? So there's 2 ways to breathe. I can breathe into my chest like this, chest, shoulders come up, or I can breathe into my stomach here, guys, like this. And then tighten my abs, right? That's what I want to do, okay? So breathe right into my stomach, and then think about drawing my belly button, tighten my abs, and then I'm going to squat. Release that air, okay? And that will allow me to lift more weight, keep my back safer as I squat here, okay? Super important. Alright, now I'm going to go really into some basically different types of squats. So how you do squats will affect what muscles you want. So first thing is I'm going to go over like a glute dominant squat. So any squat like a box squat, usually, or like a back squat, it forces you to really push your hips back to make the squat happen. Because you push your hips back further, you're going to work your glutes more, okay? You're going to work your butt more, okay? So if you really want your glutes, these are squat variations you want to work up to, we'll start doing. So if I have a back squat here, I got to really push my butt back a lot, get down here, and then even if I'm doing a kettlebell, I can really try to get that hips back here, like going to like a box squat or something like that. It's a little tougher to do with weight in the front, but when we have weight in the back, it's a lot easier to do. You're going to really hit the glutes a lot better, okay? Now, quad dominant squat, okay? So, like a front squat, okay? You have a front squat with a bar here, maybe there's a squat, even like a kettlebell front squat. You're going to really work your quads because if I have the kettlebell, I'm racking here, I can't really push my butt back, and as you see, my torso stays more vertical. That's going to put more weight on my quads, right? So if I really want to build up my interior quads, we're really focus on them. I want to hold the weight in front of me, okay? And stay a little tall. Now, a core dominant would be a front squat. It's going to allow you to keep the front squat is going to work on your core more. But what I feel really works on your core is a double kettlebell squat. Holding 2 kettlebells like this, right? This forces your abs to work tremendously as you come here because the kettlebells are further away from your chest and they're really trying to pull you down. Your abs have to work really hard for that not to happen, okay? So if you want to really squat and work on your core, I would either do a kettlebell squat or do an offset squat. So maybe I'm holding a dumbbell right here on one side and no weight on this side. This is going to make my abs work really hard not to basically turn. Okay? So that's squat for core. Now, the fat burning. Okay, so fat burning exercises, it's kind of bullshit, it's kind of not. So to me, an exercise that's going to help you from that is one that's going to basically is metabolic, so it's going to work a lot of muscles and basically spend a lot of energy at the same time, okay? So it has that post-workout effect versus a squat that may not burn as many calories, right? So fat burning squats, okay, is I would put thrusters in or jump squats. So going here, squatting down, and then I'm pressing the head. I use kettlebells, dumbbells, or pretty real explosive as I come up. Second one would be a jump squat. So I squat down, up, jump. Okay? Just focus on maybe not going super high, but just repetitive reps and higher reps. So maybe I'm doing that at the time. The 12th one I got is a temple squat. Now this is great if you want to build some tone muscle on your legs. Is doing doing tempo. So instead of going down, explode up, I'm just going to go think about 2 seconds down. So 2 seconds, and then 2 seconds up. 2 seconds down, and then 2 seconds up, okay? And this is going to really create a lot of burning sensation in your legs, but it's going to really focus on building a solid muscle in all your major leg muscles, okay? Another one that's really great for basically building muscle and conditioning because it's soft is I'm going to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I do 5 reps. On the 5th rep, I hold for 5 seconds. Then I do 4 reps, hold for 4 seconds. So I'm going to go here, 5. Once I get 5, I hold the block for 5 seconds, still push my knees up, stay nice and tight. Then I do 4, hold for 4 seconds, right? It's a great one to put in a workout maybe as a finisher, or definitely for like building muscle. The next one I'm going to go over is a dynamic one, okay? So dynamic is basically going fast. So like I already showed you the jump squat, but the difference between if I was trying to be dynamic and build power so I can jump higher versus I'm going to do jump squats for fat is I'm probably going to do jump squats for like intervals like 30 seconds on, maybe 30 seconds off, something like that. With this, I'm probably going to go low reps, max height, so I'm going to jump as much as possible. So I'm not going to get as many reps in, but I'm focused on more intense reps, so I'm trying to go high. So instead of just kind of banging these out like this, I'm going to really focus on get height, resetting, get height, okay? And that's going to help you build power and stuff, so that's great if you're an athlete and you're trying to basically improve your performance here. So that's all I got for you squats, alright? So I gave you some tips how to squat better to get more out of it. In different squat variations you guys can do for your goals, if that's fat loss, building muscle, being a better athlete, or for a fat. I hope that helped. If you have guys have any questions,